Welcome back. We are now on number 7. Number 7 on page 409. Dwayne has a newspaper route for which he collects K dollars per day. He collects K dollars per day. That's how much Dwayne collects. From this amount, he pays out. So this is how much he makes. He pays out K over $3 per day for the cost of the paper. So this is cost of papers. And he saves the rest of the money. In terms of K, how many days will it take Dwayne to save $1,000? That's his goal. Well, how much does he make per day? Well, he makes K, and he has to give out K over 3. So per day, so each day, per day, he makes K minus K over 3. We could make this, we could write this as 3K minus K over 3, right? This is K is the same thing as 3K over 3, right? So this is equal to 2K over 3, right? That's how much he makes per day. So how much does he make in D days? In 10 days, how much? If D is the number of days, how much does he make? Well, he makes 2K over 3 times D. That's how much he makes, right? In D days. Well, he wants to make $1,000. So he wants to make $1,000. So how many days is it going to take? Well, this is hopefully you realize it's a level 1 linear equation. So we multiply both sides times the reciprocal. So 3 over 2K times this times 3 over 2K. Right? This cancels this cancels, that cancels. You just left with a D on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, we could do a little canceling too. This 2 will cancel and make this into a 500. And you have 500 times 3 over K. So that equals, I don't know why I started tilting. That equals 1,500 over K days. And that is choice number D. All right. I get excited. Number 8 has a number line. I get excited whenever there's a number line problem. I don't know why. It's psychological disorder, perhaps. But a good one. Some abnormalities are positive abnormalities. Let's see. So let me draw this number line. All right. I drew that number line. It's a number line. And most of the time, it's probably just going to take drawing it. Let's see. So let me do this in a different color. So I have point A. We do it in a more vivid color. Point A is here, and then it's right next to -2. It's a little bit less than -2, which is right there. Then I have -1 right here. -1. Then I got a bunch of points. I have B, I have P, I have C. Then I have a 0. Then I have 1. And then I have a couple of points more. D. And then I have Q. Then I have the number 2. And I have E. All right. So let's read the problem. Which of the letter points on the number line above could represent the result when the coordinate of point P is multiplied by the coordinate of point Q? All right. So this is pretty much just an approximation problem, right? So we're trying to figure out, P times Q, essentially. So point P, well, look, that's looks, eyeball it. It's a little bit to the left of 0, to the right of -1. Looks like maybe, I don't know, I'm just guessing, minus 0.5, minus 1/2, right? Minus 1/2. And what's Q? Well, Q looks a little bit, maybe closer to 2 than it is to 1. So I would say maybe 1 3/4. I'm just guessing. You could just approximate it as you want. So 1 3/4. So this is 1 3/4. Or if you wanted to write that as an improper fraction, which I prefer to deal with, 7/4. Right? I'm just eyeballing it. Nothing fancy here. So if p is minus 1/2 and this number is 7/4, so what happens when you multiply the two? So minus 1/2 times 7/4 is equal to minus 7/8, right? So minus 7/8, that's a little bit to the, it's almost minus 8/8, right? Minus 8/8 would be here, right? Minus 8/8 would be at -1. And so this is a little less negative, so it's a slightly larger number. So minus 7/8 is going to be someplace around this area. Well, it's interesting that I've bumped into a number there while I was looking in that area. I bumped into point B. And maybe my approximation is wrong. Maybe it could be point P. But when I look at the choices, P isn't a choice and only B is. So B is what I would bubble in as what happens when you multiply P times Q. And that was kind of fun because it's just pure approximation. And you kind of get something that approaches the answer. Or it is the answer, I guess. Hopefully. All right. I'm having too much fun. Absolutely too much fun. Okay, if number 9. If 5y plus 2x is equal to 23 and x is equal to y plus 1, what is the value of y? What does y equal? Well, this we could do straight up substitution and solve. We have x is equal to y plus 1. Substitute for x. So then we're left with 5y plus 2 times x. For x, we substitute this term. 2 times y plus 1 is equal to 23. We just do algebra or even arithmetic. 5y plus distribute the 2. 2y plus 2 is equal to 23. 5y plus 2y is 7y. Plus 2 is equal to 23. Subtract 2 from both sides. 7y is equal to 21. Y is equal to 3. This was just a question to see if you even took Algebra 1. Not to make you feel bad if you don't remember. People forget things. But anyway, let's move on. Number 10. A company produced 300 appliances in the first week of the month. So this is number 10 we're doing. Let me switch colors. Mauve is too dark. So week 1. So let's say week 1 appliances produced 500 in week 1. In the first week. Because it received additional machinery, its production increased 50% from the first week to the second week. How many appliances did the company produce in the second week? I didn't even have to make a table here, right? So it improved 50%. So plus 50%. So it's important. It improved 50%. Week 2 isn't 50% of 500. It's 50% more than 500, right? So it's 500 plus 50% of 500. And what's 50% of 500? Well, that's 250, right? So it's 250 plus 500 is 750. I was looking forward to something more challenging. Anyway, number 11. Let's see if I have time to do number 11 in this video. If I can. Each angle, if the length of the side, what is one possible? You know what? I only have 1 minute left. I will do this in the next video. See you soon.